my lord. Oh, thank God they banned Rumble. Oh, bless. Thank you. God bless. Like, thank you. I mean, if I'm Oscar in it, and I'm like, thank God. You know, I had to run it down to prove to you guys that you just banned fucking Rumble to pick Jax anyway, and it's fine. To be fair, they did blind Cassante straight up. Though MNS does play it mid. He has played it in this tournament. They do flex it. So if they have another counter pick ready here, potentially we will be seeing a counter into the Jax here, because this could be Talia jungle, Cassante mid. But obviously also still be Cassante top into Jax. It is not unplayable by any means, but still a flex option there. Big fan of Jarvan, you know, I love Jarvan. Don't get me wrong, like I'm definitely a Jarvan apologist. Like I will pick that champion. I also pick that champion even when it's not that good. Also because when you're drafting against Jarvan, you see him on your screen, like you are not incentivized to pick champions that don't have dashes. Don't get me wrong, he's extra good against. I made the point earlier saying that even if you have a dash, that doesn't mean Jarvan cares, you know. A lot of situations you can just force the dash out. You know, if you're playing Ezreal, you do not have enough damage for the majority of the game to punish Jarvan free queuing into your face.
Yeah.
You have to EUA, and that's when he hits you with Cataclysm. Also, you can use Cataclysm as just literally like
you can Cataclysm and then EQ out.
You can Cataclysm, flash out, and hold your EQ, and it's still a really good tool. Like I mean, I'm a huge fan of the way he creates terrain. I mean, Jarvan's one of my most played champions of all time. Actually, I love Jarvan. Like just everything about him. He's just really awesome. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. I fucking love League.
In that type of matchup. Kai'Sa is also that kind of old school answer towards the Ezreal, so if you can push into that preferential matchup, especially if supports are roaming, Berserker's going to be really happy in that 1v1.
What is his lore? There's something with the Maiden, right?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see what they exactly want to go for. I think, as you say, I think it will end up being the Ezreal that they try to shove him onto. I'm trying to make my way through the AD carry list here just to see what even he could potentially
We've seen
play.
Zeri, we've seen Kai'Sa, we've seen Varus, we've seen Lucian, we've seen.
Nice. What a Giga Chad. I'm enough. That is the level of confidence that one needs.
Away from some of the punishment that C9 has available for you, but that's actually going to be taken away.
I'm enough.
Now it is going to be a question of what Noah wants to try and go towards. I think on the opposite side, keep going for these support bans.
I mean, he could go Zeri. It was banned away last game from him. Obviously,
dude, all he needs is a range buff on W.
You know, with that Jarvan plus the Rumble combo, so they wanted to.
Yeah.
But I'll be interested to see where Cloud9 go, because they're going to start revealing where the flexes are. This again is a potential, you know, double flex here if they do lock this in. But it does give them some hard engage. It could be a Blabber pick, could be a Sven pick. I'm still operating under the assumption, though, just to be quite honest, that it's Blabber for Talia, it's Cassante for MNS, and it would be this Rel for Sven.
I'm curious if they want to give the Rakan across, though. I think you end up in a position where.
Okay, Galio's a hurt. Okay.
Option
fine, don't worry.
Where they can try and play through
No,
that,
it's fine, don't worry about it.
Move Trimby around a little bit more. Although in the last game it was definitely Sven who was beating Trimby to the punch in a lot of those. So if we end up seeing this Ezreal, then I want to see Trimby out on the map quickly.
I will say though, if you go Ezreal and you go Rakan, then your lane is so weak. So maybe Cloud9 are kind of okay with that.
Zeri for Noah. I mean, the Kai'Sa's really good. I don't think Berserker is ever going AP. Also, why is no one going Jin Zhao into Talia?
Why is no one going Jin Zhao into Talia? I have no fucking idea. That would require actually wanting to be creative.
Okay. Is that it?
If this is what Trimby is going to lock away, then they can take something else instead. Just going to go back to the tried and true. Trimby,
they have incredible engage.
Yeah, they certainly do. And he had
I don't know. I think Jin Zhao has been good for a while. He got some fat ass buffs. He got some really fat buffs. Made his clear super healthy. I think that champ is good.
Is very low range on their side for now. And I think it's really scary for Berserker. You know, it's difficult to actually get involved when there's a Jax, when there's the Rakan CC, when there's the Flag and Drag, the knockup, there's, you know, the unleashed power from the Syndra.
Getting a message from Shaves?
It is going to end up being the Renekton that I talked about way earlier. So roles will kind of be what I expected.
Oh, let's speak.
Why?
This is going to be a pretty
Shaves is Fnatic coach,
yeah,
bro.
tell me it right now.
I'm not gonna fucking tell you. I'm not gonna
They're on.
They're
We have delay. It's fine.
I'm not gonna fucking leak it.
Leak it right now.
I'm not gonna say shit.
Fucking Christ, he's
my homie, man. I'm
Riot already. Go ahead. Riot already booked the plane tickets.
Got to be farming at a good clip here.
No, honestly, like he didn't even imply that. Honestly, I think it's fine. I think they can win. I like their draft a lot. I think they're in a good spot. Like I think Jax Renekton is winning for Jax. I've played this matchup a lot. I think it's winning for Renekton. It's like a 55-45. You can squeeze like 10-20 CS lead for Renekton. Yeah, Jax finishes Divine Thunder and caves your head in. Like nothing you can do about that. You can't get enough of a lead. You do lose Herald to Renekton. He is stronger, so it's like that's one thing. If the game gets out of control, it's bad. Fun fact, like, this is something that I think a lot of professional players don't have, like, the capacity to understand. But, like,
but we heard Fudge, he had an interview with
the RDS thing you mentioned of, like, understanding how one player would control all the characters in a game. I find that players do not understand which champions want a stable game and which champions want a fast-paced game. So, like, Syndra wants a stable game where the game is played in her like, zones, you know, like she wants to play around mid, around her timings, where she can hit EQs very comfortably, very easily. Jax wants a game that's very slow. He doesn't want to have to roam around. He just wants to hit fucking creeps. And a lot of players force their teammates to play really fast games because they're picking a champion that profits from that without thinking about the fact that no one else wants that kind of game. It's something that I really dislike. For example, this game, Razork wants a fast game. He wants a game with a lot of action because his champion does not scale that well this game.
Yeah.
So what some junglers will do is they'll force a really aggressive jungle path that requires his laners to move, but they don't want to move. They just want to fucking recall.
Humanoid's doing Futures Market with Sapphire.
Lovely. Love that. Very nice.
Why do both bot laners have deep blade?
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna ask it every fucking game, by the way, just to continuously show how fucking
it's really stupid.
thoughtless
I agree. It's really stupid.
the professional players are. Like, there is no kill potential.
Oh, this is a...
Wait, he's not running Futures!
What? He was hungry. Like, don't blame him, bro. Like, he's hungry. Starving.
Oh, yeah, I mean, the early game was like, okay,
Starving, bro.
okay. The late game was...
What do you mean? You recall in wave 4? You can recall in wave 5 and have cookies in your inventory. You mad? You're just mad.
Like, glued into your mind, and you're gonna be feeling confident. You're gonna be feeling happy about it.
I live in a constant state
I'm good.
of denial
I'm good.
here.
I
So
still have some coffee that you generously donated to me. Thank you. Donated. I mean,
I walked past
what
Betty as
am I
we were
talking
going back up to the caster desk, and he was like, Rob, just make Fnatic be better. So we banned Rumble, so already we're off to a good start. So maybe this will give a bit more of an opportunity for us, Kieran, to survive the laning phase.
And you're not on Ezreal.
A quick stun there.
True.
This matchup is like basically like Jax just like there's too much base damage on E&W for Renekton to handle him. Like the brute force trades, you cannot be the one trying to push for an advantage in the Renekton Jax matchup on the Renekton side. It's definitely possible to. It's definitely possible to create advantages when Jax makes mistakes, but you cannot squeeze Jax. Like he's too resilient to he's too resilient to your advances.
Right.
So you have to wait for Jax to kind of start CSing, and that's when you slowly harass him, and eventually you're going to win. But Jax just auto wins the first 3 levels against so many champions that he can just cheater and be completely fine with like a Ruby Crystal recall. He can even go call if he's very confident in the matchup. I do not think that's illegal, but I think if you're playing in something like Talia or Renekton, I think a Ruby Crystal recall it just solidifies your health. Like, you're just too tanky to actually die to any action. So that's why I prefer that in this matchup. But again, I will never say no to a call.
Yeah.
I think if you know what you're doing, call is one of the best early game items in the game, really. It's just really good.
Why did he... Oh, okay.
He's got it under control. He's got it under control.
He's got it, yeah. I mean, he could have W'd and got both.
Yeah, I mean, he's already down in CS to Cassante, but
yeah,
let's not talk
that
about
doesn't make
that.
any sense, yeah.
It's okay. We can talk about that.
So what are you thinking here? Are you thinking C920 or okay Blabber?
Blabber's fishing for a little full clear and into
oh,
a full clear into top lane Gromp. The top lane Gromp, the patented top lane Gromp. Are you aware of the top lane Gromp?
The top lane Gromp?
The 8th camp.
Yeah,
From top lane there's the 8th camp. You full clear into a crab, take the crab, and then walk into top lane and get an 8th camp.
Oh, okay.
The 400 gold camp.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't heard that one.
He was fishing for an 8th camp right there.
What is Razork doing?
Razork is forcing his laners to move.
The
remember
fuck
when
was
I
that
said?
shove?
Remember when?
What the fuck?
This is looking interesting actually.
Syndra is throwing her balls.
Yeah, no, this is
factory?
Yeah, but actually he lives. Gets slowed. Flash Renekton auto is coming. He does not have flash. Oh my god. Razork's the fucking goat. The goat of all goats. TP from Xanti's coming in. No, it's not. As I was saying, I do not think this was a very good crab contest at all, because Jax and Syndra do not want to move for this kind of fight. They really do not. But the players mechanically outplayed C9 in the skirmish and managed to get a first blood, which is pretty good. But you know what I mean? Like, you have to agree with me that...
Do I?
Well, I think you would. Tell me if you don't.
Wait.
But you do not want to move...
seismic shove?
I don't fucking know. He's bored.
If he doesn't seismic shove, then I mean, they would trade.
Also, like, I mean, Fudge flash W. Can you get a replay on that flash W from Renekton? Because that was not legal in any country other than North America. I think. Like, look at what the fuck was that?
Can you let him cook?
No, I mean, yes, I guess, like, I guess he has to, but like, that's the only country I think that was legal in.
Who's playing at Worlds right now?
Yeah, 100%. You're not wrong. I'm just saying. Like, what I was saying though is like the concept of like, do you want your Jax and Syndra to move to that fight?
Yeah.
You do? Yeah. You're Jarvan?
I'm kidding, no.
You know what I mean? Like, why not just fucking recall in the bush and chill? Your solo laners are slowly gathering advantage. You made K'Sante leave the lane already. That's a win for Syndra. She's so happy that she does not have to interact with him.
Even the opportunity if like Fudge mismanages his wave and it starts to push out.
Casante's dropping CS for free.
Tell me how you feel.
He's already dropping CS to hover for that crowd.
Tell me how
She's
you
already
feel.
very
Tell me
happy.
how you feel.
That's how I feel. I feel like that was a risk that was unnecessary to be taken because you should believe that your laners are scaling better. You have a K'Sante mid against a Syndra. Yeah, don't get me wrong. This guy's getting. Oh my god, he's getting towered over. Oh yeah, he's fucking dead here. Oh yeah, K'Sante's just balancing all over him. Oh my god, he's 100-0'd him.
Blabber was cheerleading.
I'm not gonna lie though, like, yeah, I mean, I will not speak. Like, I don't have anything positive to say, so I'll just be quiet. How about that?
Alright, well, Humanoid is kind of getting dumpstered. He is now down.
Somehow he's down 15, like he was
He's
down 10 CS 1v1.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I think some part of it is the fact that he had to move, definitely, but like also he was already down in CS in the 1v1, so well played by him in this.
I mean, he's got his cookies. You know.
I'm just saying, but K'Sante can do exactly that on live patch, and he's just stronger than he.
Wait, what is Razork doing?
He's just investigating.
What
the
the fuck is?
An investigative measure. I don't think this is bad. I think what he's doing here, as long as you understand. Okay, well, when he queued in, I'm not so sure anymore. It's acceptable. I think it's acceptable. It's acceptable. I think. You don't think so? I think if you know you're gonna trade 1-for-1 there and give Syndra an opportunity to crash this wave.
No, now he's forked.
He's forked?
Yeah, his red's up and so is his Grom. And Crab's coming up left side.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's not optimal for him, but it does help Syndra get some breathing room.
Oh, sure.
And I think she needs it clearly.
Just beautifully done from M&S, and Blabber was there to cover. And yes,
they do have the Croc K'Sante comp.
As the Fnatic bot lane was moving up, Humanoid had arrived as well.
Yeah, and I mean, look, at this stage, you think maybe you can get in there as Trimby, get the knock-up before the crash time comes through.
I'm being told that your webcam is covering the champions.
I never fucking moved it. I'm an idiot.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
No, it's not good. Potentially died because he was surrounded. He wasn't gonna have that remount for a while, so you are fairly slow on that. But the gold right back to even. Cloud9 though with the objective advantage, and we'll see if they can do anything with that.
So a little Dark Seal there.
Stacks, yeah, 2 Dark Seal stacks. Yeah.
Onto Blabber, not bad. I actually think Talia is very good, by the way. I ban this champion very often. Very frustrating champion to deal with when she gets. I think she's better in solo queue than competitive, but if she does get going, she's a big menace. I think hovering for this mid gank is just so opportunistic. It's like, you will never find this kill angle unless M&S fucks up. And I mean, like, I don't know, if you timed his ultimate, then great, happy for you, but like, that was potentially just massive grief. And it's just, it's so strange to me that we're using our tempo here into the mid lane instead of just letting Syndra slowly play out the lane and just farming on the Jarvan here, you know? Like, to me, this is something I would never do. Sometimes I feel like people don't understand that some lanes, they do not profit from too much interaction. Yeah. And if your laner loses a lane that they're not supposed to lose, that's their fault. And trying to interact more in that lane is just sharing more experience, creating a bigger detriment.
Right.
Because K'Sante's immune to ganks here. So all you can do is Jarvan hovering here is just stealing more experience.
I mean, I think they probably feel a little bit panicked.
I mean, absolutely.
Right? In the current current state of affairs. I mean, they have a random Syndra in the game, and she's very behind.
Oh, a little bit of a pickle here.
What the fuck?
Really nice E from Oscarin, and well done, but it's just not going to be enough. 4 people is just too much.
Yeah.
It's one of those where you just chalk it up to, please, I mean, honestly, not.
It's another. I mean, Oscarin is actually.
That's what I mean. Like, if we had, instead of hovering mid there, if we had used this opportunity to keep farming instead of hovering mid, we would have now been in our bottom camps, been doing our bottom camps, been here as Jarvan already, or potentially starting the Herald here already with better tempo. It's just. Goes to show that I feel like, yeah, looking for these opportunistic ganks. Like, sometimes it's good in matchups where it's clear that it can happen. Like, I think Jax Renekton is like a matchup where you can have opportunistic gank angles. Right. Because Jax can actively force Renekton's cooldowns when he trades, but I don't think Syndra can ever force K'Sante to burn his cooldowns unless he chooses to. He can always just E away. He doesn't need to use W. If he doesn't use W, he's never going to die. Blabber's contesting here, so this is going to be a little spicy, but we do have better tempo from Jax.
Yep.
This is just opportunistic, seeing what he can contest. Loses his flash. Again, sorry for repeating the same word, but Like it's a concept that I like to use to explain as a jungler to my laners what I mean with like when you're setting up a gank for me or when you're asking me to wait for someone else to make a mistake. But like an opportunistic gank is like you're telling me that you expect him to make a mistake.
Right.
You're not setting up the wave in a way where he's forced to make a mistake or like he's forced to walk up and contest CS.
Yeah.
No, you're telling me this guy's going to use his spells when he really doesn't need to. And that's why I can gank him.
Yeah, which I mean I guess in some instances you can get a feel on the person based on like their tendency of like how they're laning right throughout the game, but still it can be a little bit weird.
It's just important to distinguish the difference over like a large scale of games, right? So you can communicate that. So also my expectations aren't like, yeah, I'm going to wait a lot of time. It's more like I'm going to hover, spells get used, I'm out. Like, you know, unless it's the angle, right? That's something that I personally find very important.
Alright, Syndra, finally. Leanders.
Leanders on the Talia should be finished here as well.
Yeah. Very far behind, though, on Splinters.
How many does he have?
He has 55, right below the...
My eyesight's very bad, so I'm actually out of range for that.
You know, if I'm not going to get those,
out of range.
That's fine, I'm blind.
because they have a lot of upfront burst, especially, you know, with the Syndra. And
I mean, the gold score at least is even. I mean, this time around, also Noah is ahead in... Oh, hold on. Is Eminence... I guess you don't arm here, yeah? Doesn't it?
No, you don't have enough splinters to have to execute. That comes at 80 or 100?
100. 80 is the whatchamacallit, the...
E radius?
He's getting that gold acceleration.
Wait, no, hold on.
Q is like 40.
Q is 40. Right?
Double Q is 40.
60 is
60
double.
Bonus true damage, or is the... I don't know, it's either or, right?
Yeah.
I'm actually not sure.
And then 80 is either.
No flash on the rail here. Should die here. Opens the Cataclysm instead of the EQ. A little bit interesting there. Gets pushed all the way back. Has EQ left. Should be able to escape here. Nicely done by Razor.
Well, hold on. Okay, no.
Noah has the priority and he's hovering.
Yep.
Fudge is also hovering.
Okay.
Now, honestly, Fnatic's looking in a great spot after this play mid, I would say. I think they managed to stem the bleeding from the mid matchup, which was very scary. Got the Herald, which helped them stabilize. After this, Razor will have the Gourd Drinker to match the Leandries, and at that point, with Talia still having no flash for a while, it should be really easy to keep stabilizing the game and have that first item Zeri come through.
Right.
Start stacking the splinters to a real part, and most importantly, the Divine Thunder is finished on Jax, which, like I mentioned, this is the point where Renekton stops winning.
Yeah, it tips.
It's just, it's not like Renekton cannot fight a skirmish.
I don't know what. Okay.
But he does not just win by himself.
Right.
A little bit of a panic flash there. I feel like if he was really keen, I think he could have made that EQ over the wall, but I understand why he wanted to take no risks there.
Right.
Makes sense. You're playing a Worlds game, elimination match. Let's just flash out. Keep it nice and simple. Love that. Humanoid has no flash, so that's going to be what we need to be paying attention to, right?
Yeah.
See if we can get a Weaver's Wall play into that before.
Also, it's
the flash
Chemtech
comes
trade.
back up. I think Fnatic's not too unhappy with that, honestly. Like, I think that C9's comp does run out of damage.
Oh! Cancel? Wow, he's dead. Wow.
Yeah, a little bit of an oopsie there on
yeah,
part.
and Trimby is making actually quite a few oopsies with like random map stuff.
Definitely, yeah. But that's okay. It's one of those deaths. Low impact death is what we call that one. A low impact death. Take an L, but it don't matter. 300 gold to the Talia. Matters little. No flash on Sven still. He's gonna get blown the fuck out. Beautiful. Love that. Flash on Flash Cassante burned. And here is the Jax just caving Renekton's head in.
Yep.
To be fair, if you do keep trading like that, Renekton will out-sustain you with Gourd Drinker at some point, but you can always just recall as Jax. This is why, like, you don't reach a point where that happens. Sure. You're stronger than him, you fight him off the wave, and then Renekton heals, but you can always just take a recall after you finish the wave off as Jax. Cooldown shoes on the Syndra. I'm not a fan of it. Honestly, I feel like it's also a tier game, no?
I don't know why. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Syndra here I think is just pretty standard. I don't actually understand why.
That, but it's like, doesn't happen. He input buff. Oh my god, caved his head in. Beautiful. Trying to bait for the Talia, but it just wasn't there. It just absolutely decimated his health pool with that massive W bonk. Flashes that. Flashes to follow. Leandry's burn is going to finish him off. He didn't have a ward to jump or anything, so he tried his best there. Did get Talia flash though, pretty big cooldown, and managed to trade 1-for-1. Obviously winning for Fnatic, all things considered.
Yep. Oh, he just missed the wave.
Yeah, but when you get a solo kill, you get so much more experience.
Right.
They shared experience because Talia got the kill and Renekton.
I mean, they're
assist,
even though, pretty much.
I think if we could left click them, you would see that's going to be a solo kill, no counterplay there. Just completely disrespecting.
Nice.
Completely disrespecting Cassante's range for a cannon creep that he could have W'd.
One of the things though that we don't take into consideration is the double dark seal.
There's a lot of gold in there. 7 stack is a lot. That's true. No flash. You're just going to
wow.
get imprisoned in the dungeon.
Well, and there goes the Dark Seal. So
650 in the bank.
650 for Yarvin, yeah.
Rylai's disgusting. This game, you need burst damage, my friend. There's no way we go Rylai's Talia this
game. Why are
game.
people doing that? Yeah.
Like, dude, like they have too much mobility to get real value out of it. I like it when they're like, you know, there's a lot of slow champions like without many dashes, and you can permakite them. But I don't think you can permakite these champions. Not a fan, personally. Not a fan. I get that the health is valuable, but I feel like you can just go Shadow Flame, and that 200 health should put you outside of Syndra's one-shot range for quite a while, especially when you identify that she went for the cooldown shoes, which means her burst range is much lower than the sword shoes. Right, like I feel like you should be able to identify that as a professional player. That said, like I don't know why people don't go Seraph's Embrace on Syndra, especially like this game. She's going to be pumping so many fucking spells into their front line.
Absolutely. And
why wouldn't you want Tier?
You're
never going to run Oom. You're always going to be pumping spells. You're clearly going to be power farming this game. Really strange to me to see that Tier is just like same with Orianna. So many Oriannas in the world just do not buy Tier.
Yeah,
I think it's totally fine. But again, I'm over here. I'm a world reject. They're playing. I've said, you know.
What
is just the one extra turret, but the extra money
no. I think it's fine. I'm like, what the fuck is what is Humanoid building second?
He's going Cosmic. Oh, maybe he's going Cosmic.
He's going like Cosmic. He's going super high ability haste.
Yeah, I would accept Cosmic. I think that's a fine build. I think that makes complete sense.
Yeah,
very reasonable out.
I think if he continues on this trajectory, that is going to be where we end up. He has been really stalwart for Cloud9, turning in another great performance last game, another great performance this game. Was great against Mad, was competitive against LNG. You know, this guy is a far cry away from
I don't mind. Again, if you're going to go this route, yeah, he's going Cosmic. So I don't mind. I think this is a fine way to build Syndra. Just still, you know, all things considered. Merc Treads Rylai's is a complete overcommitment to defensive itemization on Talia's part, though. I think that is not necessary when you see the ability Haste Syndra. I think if you're playing against like a Shadow Flame Sword Boots Syndra, I think it could make sense, but a bit of an overcommitment. If you can survive till the next E, he will. He did not survive. A little bit of a
I don't know what he's even doing there though. Like, why is it?
Also, like, we're not even talking about all in top lane because obviously Syndra had a moment to recall. To teleport into that fight, had a wave and everything. We should know that Renekton has no TP because she TP'd on Syndra. We could have easily had Syndra TP there and make the difference.
The one benefit here though is that C9
gives up the Drake.
Yeah.
We're not taking the 2-2 top. No, we are. We're just having Cassandra recall the mid wave. That's okay. We're funneling the gold into the Kai'Sa, which is bring Hail of Blades into crit build. Disgusting.
Oh my God, Fudge didn't get.
Oh, he got absolutely decimated. That ultimate was just honestly.
Let him cook. Hey, man. Why are you putting the Fudge factor? Wait, who's taller? You or Fudge?
Fudge. That guy's a fucking unit, bro. I'm fucking midget compared to that guy.
Are you? Okay. He's the tallest player in LCS?
I believe so, yeah. I mean, I guess maybe Sven is a little taller. I don't fucking know.
Oh, right. The two juggernauts. The two titans.
I'm like 192, 191. I think that guy's like 2 meters.
Really?
Fudge? I mean, I believe so, yeah. I don't know. There's an interview where I stand next to him. Maybe I'm taller, maybe I'm not. Okay. Honestly, I don't give a fuck, man. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, you get born with.
Wait, hold on. Who's the tallest player ever?
I don't know. It could be, yeah. But my point is like,
208.
You get born with what you get born with. Why do people give a shit about like how tall someone is or how tall? Like, the fuck? It's not like me being like resentful about the fact that I'm tall or short. It's gonna change the fact. I am what I am. This is the dice that we're rolled. You know?
As Yorick would say, you are.
Yeah, I am enough. Perfect. He's the GOAT, by the way. Pantheon, fantastic lore, fantastic quotes. Love that shit. Inspires me truly. Let's hit the tower there and just stop that TP real quick. We have a demolish proc. No, we're just gonna fist fight it out, and it's gonna get ugly. But I don't mind that. I like it. Let's get in there. Fist fight to the death. That tower is still dead if Jax just hits it 3 times, just throwing it out there. All right, no, well, we're just going to win anyway. Beautiful. Talia wasted her flash somehow. Don't know how that happened. It's really ugly, but honestly, I love that. This is the type of games I want to watch. Like, if I'm going to watch a fucking League game, I want to see ugly-ass League where we just fight to the death. And again, I think Berserker in this game, like, it's...
nice grass proc. I mean, yeah, he's doing everything he can. What?
I think Berserker in this game is doing exactly what I told you, right? He's just going to try and carry the game. He's quietly going to farm up a storm. His team's going to int, and he just does not get affected by that. He does not get influenced by the int. He knows that if people want to play the game around him, they can come to him. But
he's the only NA player that feels like this, by the way.
I agree.
Actually,
I agree.
He genuinely, he feels like a season 4 or 5 import.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Like where they just feel like they're on a different caliber than all the other players. Yeah, I don't know. It's a very, very unique feeling. Berserker.
And unfortunately, I think the Halo Blades
actually the final boss
is just not gonna cook.
Right.
I have to say that is a very bad build.
Not a very bad. No, I mean, there's no reason to knock. There's no reason to knock away AP on Kaisa, but no one ever realized the Andre. So like,
I mean, sure. I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna go
also,
Ginsus, you might as well go
you
Lethal
can
Tempo,
go
right?
Transcendence, Gathering Storm, and if you go Transcendence, you can still go Ludinus.
Yeah, but then you don't have cook.
How
can one get through the laning?
I mean, how could they?
Magical.
I mean, it's weird. They did it this game, but I think that was honestly this.
And then he got too far away from the other side.
Tough, man. Like,
yeah.
But maybe worried about losing
the
vision.
Cookies, like,
Either way,
emotional support.
I just think about the blood
use that
sugar.
ulti to rejoin the fight on top side, and Sven
Crazy.
pops
I mean, you
up
have to
there.
also consider the fact that, like, you know, some people really need the emotional support. Like, they when they're stressed, so they need those cookies to stave off the stress of a League of Legends game. Stress eaters, they know what I'm talking about. It's rough, man. It really sucks. 7 stacks on the Dark Seal of Syndra. I mean, this is like painful, you know. The Syndra's gotten humiliated in lane, solo killed 5 to 6 underneath his own damn tower, and press tab and the guy's 1v9. Like,
you mad about that? Sound a little.
Honestly, slightly, yeah.
You sound a little bit frustrated. Like I wouldn't.
It happened to me yesterday in a solo queue game, and I was pretty pissed. Like, this Syndra just took over after getting absolutely murdered.
Okay. Just like that.
Like that.
Okay.
Korean streamer, by the way.
Yeah.
That guy, he's pretty good.
Okay. Blame him.
No, I think he's pretty cool. I think he's pretty good.
Alright, good.
Just just like that.
Like that. Oh, I see what you. Wait, just like that. It's not Korean.
Pretty sure he is.
I think there's 2 of them. There's 2 people with that ID.
Well, there's a guy called Just Like That Korea that streams.
Yeah.
That's Korean.
Okay.
Talking about that guy.
All right. You're talking
This
about that guy.
is the 4th time I think I've seen Trimby run away with his ultimate for no reason.
Well, he wants to go quick. It's called the quickness.
Yeah, he's going very quick.
When you're running away with Rakan and you want to go quick, then you have to use the quickness. Honestly, went to NA. What the fuck happened? All right, wait. C9, what the fuck are they doing?
They're pulling the Baron here.
Holy shit!
Snake. Is this a patented 50-50?
All right.
Let's have a look.
This is it.
Dominus comes out. That usually means they're fighting to the death. Just throwing it out there. Umbrella on the
what
flank,
the fuck?
And we are just dipping. We're just out.
Wait,
we're taking over the Baron.
Yeah.
Talia has no flash. She can't get into the pit. We're finishing the Baron. That is just a free Baron I'm seeing on my screen. Thank you very much. Donation. Dante is going to kidnap Oscar Inen. Little EQR, and we're going to be losing everyone. Oscar Inen got outplayed there. Nice play by MNS. Wow, the moves from Oscar Inen, well done there. Nice buying time. And we ran over and donated the game. I mean, last game, Fnatic didn't want to play. This game, I guess C9 didn't want to play. What can you do? Little smite on the forehead there. Good night, Berserker. He tried to stop. He really tried not to get baited by the grief. But when your teammates pull Baron, you've got to hit it. There's no counter play. When your team wants to lose and they start Baron, you cannot stop. You have to join them.
Who the fuck called for it?
I'm okay with calling him, but who the fuck wanted to finish it?
What? But there's no way back into the pit. What is Sven doing too?
I
mean, honestly, it's crazy how Fnatic looked like C9's looking like Fnatic last game, and like the other way around.
You know what? You know, I think fuck it. I don't know. I think C9 just played too long last game. You know what I mean? Their Americanitis, took over, you know?
Maybe, yeah.
They need like a fucking syringe.
Night. Absolutely decimated. The Rylai's plus the extra health there, and Mercury Treads made a massive difference.
It really did.
Really made sure that Syndra could not finish him off.
It did.
Yeah, I'm really happy we spent all our hard-earned Talia dollars on garbage.
And again, you don't really have the opportunity to try and play outside
Popular,
lane.
it's okay, we love that.
Like some big wombo combo
flash burn on Noah's, no flash there. I mean, now Noah's 2 levels up. I mean, he's just tough, you know. Berserker's been thrown off his pace of farming. He's just not going to get the items he needs. And to be fair with you, with the Halo Blaze, I just do not see him burning through the front line like he needs to this game. I mean, they're kind of bad for Feminist and Berserker. I feel like they have a pretty good series. Obviously, Fudge last game had a fantastic game. This game, not so much. I think he tried to squeeze in the Jax matchup. Remember what I said? He tried to squeeze Jax in the Renekton and Jax matchup.
Try to squeeze Jax.
He'll suffer.
Oh, Berserker.
We
he outplays it. He outplays it.
We are absolutely trying to squeeze water from stone there at the tier 3. No idea what the fuck that was about or why it was necessary, but hey, I
haven't heard that expression in forever, by the way.
I love that expression.
Yeah, it's pretty
Squeezing
good.
water from stone, I do it all the fucking
time. Yeah, gonna flash left?
No, he's just gonna forget that.
He's gonna actually forget.
He was sightseeing.
Yeah,
I think it was sightseeing.
Yeah,
or
he was
something.
looking. It looked like he was pondering.
He was pondering his life choices.
Wait, hold on. Has he actually completed all of his splinters at 25?
Must have, no. No way, he hasn't. There's been so much fighting.
Yeah, there's been so much fighting. 212. Yeah, wait, this might actually be the fastest passive Syndra then of this tournament, which is surprising because he was so far behind.
Yeah, I don't know.
Again, I don't know what the optimal rate is, so I can't speak. But the fact that he had very low CS does imply that he did not get as many cannons as one would wish. But, again, I have no idea. I actually don't know how fast you're supposed to get splintered. Game, I will not comment. What is that? Is that the Gnasher's Tooth coming out for a Berserker? Yes, it is. He's going to be going towards that. Little quick one shot here. Look at those Merc Treads and the Rylai. Oh my god, he fucking whiffed, bro. He whiffed and he still got one shot.
You mad?
I'm not mad. I'm saying that's how fucking useless the Merc Treads and Rylais are. You get one tap by a champ that whiffs, then why the fuck do you have them?
You're mad.
Yeah, a little bit awkward here. Completely unnecessary is what we would call that in a review. You know, like you review that and it's like, okay, was this necessary? And the answer will always
Why
be
is
no.
he just standing here?
I know he's sightseeing, like I said. He's just investigating. Investigating Seoul, you know, like you don't always get the opportunity to go here. It's nice to see what's going on in the arena. We're looking left and right, enjoying the scenery, appreciating all the people that showed up today. Shout out to the fans.
Shout out to the fans, yeah.
Lovely stuff, you know.
Okay, 6K.
No stone plate on the Cassante. Can't say I'm a huge fan of that. That item is so good on him. But I will say Abyssal Mask is quite good this game. Talia and Kaiser are both going to be enjoying that. Oscar is under a little bit of pressure here. Has no flash. Talia W. Is he going to hit one this game? Is it going to happen? Oh my fucking god. He just cannot hit this spell. Even with fucking Rylais, it's impressive. And yeah, he jumped it with Q, but he waited for Jax to walk out of the E to cast W, which is why he missed it. Because if Jax jumps out of the stun, then you can just W him backwards anyway. Again, that's still his bad, is what I'm saying. Little TP behind here. Managed to get onto the Syndra here. Really nice engage.
Oh my. Okay, they got him.
Yeah, but everyone else is dead.
Berserker's
dead. Didn't use his flash after he watched that what happened. I had my eyes on Humanoid as well. But, I mean, honestly, we're just hard diving here for the sake of it.
Yeah.
They are done and dusted. Beautiful stuff coming out of the Fnatic squad. Well, it's hard for me to call it beautiful, really, but solid stuff. And the Jarvan Guardian Angel is back. I would much prefer to have seen a Frozen Heart there into a Spirit Visage, but that's all right. It is enough. Guardian Angel just says, I am enough. Not too bad, not too shabby. Shocking though, very shocking.
Yeah, absolutely. Fnatic with a great strike back in that second game.